Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I am Devin Grubb.
And I'm Zach Grubb.
And today we will be discussing the Season 3 finale, the Battle of Starcourt.
I can't believe that we're already at the end of Season 3.
I know.
I feel like we just started doing this like a month ago.
Yeah, like it really does feel like we just started, and we're already almost to the ending point that we have.
Yeah, like our plan all along was to kind of go through these episodes and, figure out what does this mean for Season 4. We didn't think we were going to get to Season 4 this quickly.
No. And I guess, silly us for thinking that we would get Season 5 quicker than we were actually getting Season 5.
Well, really, it's our own fault for deciding that we were going to put out an episode every single week.
Yeah, we made this a weekly thing.
Yeah, instead of like drawing these out for a while.
Yeah. What are we going to do? We'll
tune in to find out.
We'll cross that bridge.
We got lots of comics to talk about.
This is true. So anyway, the finale. Start off with the adults heading to the mall.
Yep, everybody's trying to get to the same place. We got all the characters converging.
Yep.
I said Jonathan of all people knows what to do because when Elle has that thing crawling around in her leg, he's like, I got this. Grab a knife, heat it up, cut it out.
He goes about it the like, I don't want to say barbaric way, but like
there's no other way to do it.
It's like, whew,
woof.
It's really, really hard to watch, and then she's just like, no, like, F this. I'm gonna get it out myself.
Well, after he makes the cut.
After he, like, cuts her leg open and, digs around in there with his hands for a little bit, then she's just like, I can't take this anymore. Like, just let me do it. And she does it. And that's when the adults come, because it comes flying out of her leg and Hop steps on it. And boom, everybody's in one space.
Yeah, it's convenient that they show up, like, at that exact moment when they get the thing out of her leg. Not, when they could have helped. But at least Hop gets to be cool and step on it.
Yeah, the adults could have helped a lot, but they were off doing their own thing. So, my magnets aren't sticking.
Yeah. And, I wrote a note here, it's amazing that 11 doesn't have a limp. And I want to say initially she doesn't, and then the episode remembers that she, cut open her leg, and then she starts limping.
Yeah. Now, I wrote a note here that I'm not sure what happened in the show at this point, but it says cut the brain off from the body, but actually they're sending the body back to the brain because Vecna is in the upside down. So that's a really intriguing note, and I'm really interested in the note, but I don't remember what it was in context to. Was this
cut the brain off from the body, the brain of the Mind Flayer is in the upside down. They want to cut the brain off from the body by closing the gate.
Closing the gate. Right. Okay. And then it'll end, but they're actually going to wind up sending the thing back into the upside down.
No. Their estimation is that if they cut off the gate, this thing will just fall dead.
Then why did they write that?
Because they're cutting off they're cutting off the brain from the body. That's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. But really, you're saying they're sending the body back to the brain, Vecna in the upside down.
Yeah, I guess I misunderstood that, the whatever, it being controlled is going to go back into the upside down, before.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't get sucked in this time. Yeah.
So I don't know why I wrote that. Silly me, I thought I was being insightful.
Hey, this is the first time. We are how many episodes into this, and this is the first time we've had a note that just straight up didn't pan out. I'd say that's pretty good.
I mean, okay, this is something that happened previously.
Yeah, totally. Has nothing to do with right now, but yeah.
I'm tired.
Were you tired when we... Yes, we're always tired. We're parents. So that's a silly question. I liked Erica giving Murray the business. He does not know how to deal with children, and Erica is a small adult in a child's body, so he super doesn't know how to deal with her.
This scene happens again in season 4, just with a different character.
Oh yeah,
her introduction into the Hellfire Club. It's
Erica's
literally
great.
like parallel exactly, because he says like, "Oh how," and she's like, "I'm 10, you bald whatever." Like,
it's different with Hellfire Club though, because after she gives her spiel, Eddie's like,
"Oh yeah, Eddie's
welcome to the
Eddie's all
crew.
about
Like, let's
it."
do
Yeah.
this.
I don't think Murray really likes that he was being given the business by a 10-year-old.
Murray isn't happy this entire episode because the kids are in charge, and he's like, I'm a grown man.
The Scoops crew are the navigation to get him through the vents, and he's not
feeling it.
Not okay with that at all.
Speaking of the Scoops crew, Dustin finally gets to hang out with the party and reconciles with everyone over them being kind of, everything's cool with the guys again. Steve gets the Todd-mobile.
The Todd father.
The Todd father.
Yes, he does.
Oh, and he's like, oh, I don't know who Todd is, but you belong to Steve now. And I think Dustin's like, you're talking about yourself in the third person now.
This is because they're going to Dustin's little tower radio that he has. So that's how they can like communicate with them, so that it's not obvious that they're in the same location.
Yeah. I also wrote some notes here. Like, no one seems overly concerned with Eleven's open wound. Her leg is cut open. Like, nobody's acknowledging this.
Yeah. I mean, they all want to get the kids out of the mall, but that's about it. It's not the fact that she's got a gaping wound in her leg.
Yeah, shouldn't she be like bleeding out? Like, I don't remember a scene where Jonathan actually cauterizes.
No, they don't cauterize it. They tie it off though.
Okay, they tie it off, but still, they like cut her leg open.
Yeah, and he dug
left it there.
He dug his fingers into it. Like,
yeah,
she needs medical attention.
She does. Mike and Hopper have a little moment where he gets a nod, so that's nice. And I think, what you got going on over there?
So you wrote a lot more. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Before this, so so Nancy and Jonathan are supposed to take everybody else
to safety,
and they go to start the car, and the car won't start because Billy has taken the ignition cable, so they are trapped in the mall. And he just, tries to ram his car into them. It's no big deal.
Yeah, just tries to murder them.
Did this happen?
Wait, no, that doesn't happen
yet. But it does happen. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Anywho, he cuts the ignition cable, and therefore they are kind of trapped in the mall. But they go back in to get one of the car that 11 flipped. She can't help.
No,
she has overexerted herself so much that she can't do anything. Like, at this point, her powers are like, she can't do anything. She doesn't do anything the rest of this episode, power-wise, correct?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. So this makes me fully believe, my theory is that she overworked herself too much with all of this and didn't give herself enough time to heal or come back from it or anything like that.
Her mind like compartmentalized her powers to keep her safe.
Yeah.
Because she was irresponsible with them.
She was irresponsible with them. She overexerted herself. She didn't do anything to, recharge or rest, as they always say. Same thing.
Oh, well, see, when you say Elle recharging, I think of her munching down on waffles. That's that's why I wanted to. Yeah,
she didn't do that. She didn't like try to. Yeah, I put right here. She's overexerted herself. She's tapped out. She didn't recharge. She didn't rest, and because she didn't do this, like you said, she compartmentalized her power. And that's why she doesn't have them for the rest of the season into season 4.
Yeah.
Her
mind literally won't let her body do it.
Her mind is protecting her body.
Or vice versa, maybe?
Her body, her mind.
Yeah.
They're working together to protect
11 from herself.
From herself, right. Because they don't want this, her her insides don't want this to happen again. So they're like, nope, you're not going to be allowed to do this anymore.
Hence why we need the big tank in season 4 to bring her back and to figure out how to get you access her powers again, all that.
Yeah. But anyway, she can't do anything. She's no help, so they all flip the car on their own. Go then.
And Mike's like, what does Mike say? Physics?
Yeah.
It's like, physics.
Like, I told you, physics. Like they even make it like a point to show she can't even crush a soda can.
Yep. I think then we cut to the Russian gang. Murray's in the vents.
Mm-hmm.
I put Murray saves their asses and oh yeah, because they go down the elevator and Murray like starts speaking Russian to them and they actually stop long enough to be like, oh, who are you? And then Hop just opens fire on them. Yeah. Hey, it gets done. We're good to go. Done.
I mean, I think they would have been okay because Murray can speak Russian.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
Joyce couldn't have pulled that off.
No, there's only so much smile and nod you can do.
Yeah, exactly. So he bought Hopper the time he needed to go full action hero.
But so I put something because I thought it was really funny because Joyce finally kind of asks Hopper to go on the date again. And he basically says he can't go because he watches Miami Vice with 11 at that time.
Yeah, that's
on that day well no, I watch.
Elle likes Miami. Elle likes to watch Miami Vice on
at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, and I'm like, oh my god, that's you're gonna turn down the woman of your dreams. Because 11 likes Miami Vice.
We're parents.
We
don't know what it's like to date as a single parent,
no,
and we'll never find out. I can just empathize with Hop.
Yeah, it's really cute. I also have a note because then we go back to what I had said before about Billy ramming into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Will is more scared when things aren't happening to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's in the car, preparing to leave with Nancy and Jonathan and all of them. And when he sees Billy in the car, preparing to ram into, he's the look of fear on his face. It's it's visceral.
Noah Schnapp can be scared. That is that is the thing that he has honed in his craft is being scared.
Being scared.
I think we've got a little bit of Steve, the Scoops crew, driving to where they need to be.
Yeah.
And during that scene, they're playing "Your Love Is Lifting Me Higher," and all I could think was, this season is just a mishmash of '80s movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
I know previously you like to look for, hey, how did they use music significantly? And this season, it's literally just they used that song because it was in this movie. They used that song because it was in this movie.
I'm only comparing the songs that have been used more than repeatedly.
Yeah, I know.
There is a song that is used that I will get to it when we get to that part, but it was in season 1 and it's used again here. They had I put the when because you finally see the big rat monster thing.
Yeah.
And what it looks like. And I said that it's a grittier version of the shadow monster that you see in the Upside Down, and I was thinking that because that was Billy's interpretation of what he saw.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that it asked him in the beginning to build what you see.
Mm-hmm.
So in his mind, he saw that and he put it together as this gross, gritty, dirty, nasty flesh thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think to a certain extent, the Flayer knew what it needed to look like. It's definitely based off of Billy's interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was going to be gritty no matter what, because it was being made out of pop animals and people. Although...
But would it have to be?
Well, it starts popping rats before Billy is bringing it people, so I would assume yes.
But are the popped rats aren't converging until Billy gets involved.
I guess we don't really see that, so I don't know.
That's true. It's an assumption.
It's possible.
I don't know.
No, I think that's solid. I think that's a solid concept.
Thanks.
Mary
shuts off the arc reactor.
He does. I call out some pacing issues here because The rat flare has finally shown up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're cutting to Murray shutting off the arc reactor.
And then we immediately go back.
Right. Like, they're trying to tie up these loose ends of all the other plot lines going on. And, like, they want to have everything move around at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But you just showed me the big bad. The monster is here, and it's attacking. I don't want the action to be taken away from that.
Right, because at this point, I don't care. Right now, like, I don't care what's going on elsewhere. I care about what I'm seeing. Like, this is, especially because the whole time, like, that's been what's interested us the most.
Exactly. And I feel like most people watching the show, that's what you're most interested in.
Not my brother. He loves Miami Vice Magnum PI hop.
I think even in this episode, I would venture that the most important thing happening for Matt at that moment was the rat flare. But you're probably right.
We should have him on.
Yeah, for our
discuss.
Because we do that retrospective every season where we talk about the entire season. So we absolutely should. So we do cut back to the rat flare.
Sorry.
The wrist rocket coming in clutch again.
Lucas and the trusty wrist rocket.
Keeps working.
Yep.
Works out for them. They're able to avoid the thing, get around it.
And then we're back to the Scoops crew pacing again. Because they need Planck's constant.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know it. But Susie knows it.
And Dustin calls Susie.
Finally get Susie. So cute.
But that doesn't happen right away because we cut back to the mall because they make it out, they get away from the flare, and Billy's still there with his car.
This is what I was talking about, yeah.
Yep. They get the cable into the car, they're starting the car up, and he's driving right towards them. He's gonna mow them down, and boom, Steve hits Billy with his car. Steve to the rescue. Just rams into Billy's car. Not a single thought about the fact that he's in a convertible.
No.
And could very easily die doing this. And he just goes for it because Steve is a goddamn hero.
Because he's saving the people he cares about. Like, this is Steve.
Constantly. This is what he does.
This is Steve. This is Steve's true self. Steve is hero.
Steve is hero. Steve is life.
I love Steve.
Steve's great. But then we get Dustin and Susie again. And we
get the never-ending story.
And we break all of the tension of the episode. All of it. We go from dead serious to as silly as you can possibly get.
And here's my thoughts on this particular moment. It's really cute, but it's a little too long.
Yes. I will say, this is the only moment in all of season 3 where I think the silliness actually works.
It does work.
It really does. It goes on for too long.
But it doesn't need to be the whole song. Like, it could have just been like a little piece and then, maybe cut back, like cut to something that's happening and then cut back to them or whatever. They like to cut back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They could have done that.
Yeah, they could have.
This.
Yeah.
So I probably unpopular opinion amongst Stranger Things fans. What do you mean you don't like to see the whole thing? It's so cute. It's very cute. It's unnecessarily long. It's like 2 minutes long. I don't need that in this the stakes are too high at this point that I don't need a full 2 minutes of Gat and Matazzaro and Gabrielle Pizzelli, I think is her last name. I don't need them singing to me for a whole 2 minutes. I don't.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute is sufficient. It's short and succinct, and that's all I needed.
Yeah.
But they get Planck's constant because of it, so.
Yes, and I think the other car gets away, and the flare starts following it. After Steve hits the car. After Steve hits Billy.
Yes. Yeah. They do get away, but it does start following them. But then it doesn't.
Right, because
Well, we'll get back. We'll get to that.
Well, isn't that? I have it like right after that.
Well, we have Billy. Yeah, because Billy is still at the mall. Like he comes to.
Yeah.
And Max, 11, and Mike go back into the mall, and because Billy goes into the mall to follow them, the rat flyer that was following the other car
turns
around and goes back to the mall, and that's when
the mall, out of the mall, in the mall, out of the mall,
and then the car, Nancy, Jonathan, Lucas. Will, all them, they go back to the mall. Oh, wow. Lots of back and forth.
It's a lot of back and forth. Next thing I've got is, so Hopper and Joyce reach where they need to be.
Yes.
And apparently Terminator Russian is somehow completely silent and walks toward the reactor during an evacuation. Like, he just knows that's where he needs to be.
He's got Terminator energy.
The sirens are blaring, and his other Russian buddies are like, "Yo, something's going down. We got to get out of here." And he thinks, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the reactor.
I'm gonna go to the danger.
I'm gonna go to the thing that might be exploding, the science thing that I don't understand,
right? That
could kill everyone, myself included. I'm gonna go to that." Because I think something's up. Right. Something smells fishy. This dude has no sense of self-preservation at all.
He's a Terminator.
That's crazy to me. But he's not. Terminator. He's not though. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Just a dude
in a black outfit with a gun. He doesn't even have sunglasses.
It's literally insane to me that this is what this guy chooses to do. He's just so sure that not only was it Hopper and Joyce, he's so sure of that, but also that he got there in time to do something about it. Like, it's mind-blowing. There needed to be, like, a better reason for him to be like, let's go. Like, he needed to see a security camera or something.
There needed to be more motivation than just, I'm going to turn around and head back.
No, he didn't even turn around. He showed up there. He came down the elevator. And all the alarms are blaring. And instead of getting back on the elevator when everyone tells him shit's going down, we got to get out of here, he's like, I'm going towards it.
I'm going to go this way.
I'm sorry. This entire subplot is bad. It's bad. It's bad. This character sucks.
I'm sorry. Your distaste of Russian Terminator Man is fantastic.
It's just bad. That's all. I can't. Mm-mm.
Well, we get another parallel again. Because Billy, because the next Billy has.
Oh, yep.
Billy has 11 now at this point.
Yeah, he throws Mike into a wall.
Yeah, he throws Mike and Max.
Well, he punches Max, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he throws Mike. He punches Max, throws Mike into a wall. Knocks. Does he knock 11 out? He knocks them all out. And then it cuts back to that, and then it cuts back to this, and he has 11, and he says that infamous line that we have heard in season 4 and once before in this one: don't be afraid, this will all be over soon, try to stay very still. And this just like fully puts the final nail in that coffin that Vecna is in charge.
I just thought of something. Did Brenner say that to Henry when he was a kid, when he was giving him his tattoo? Was that line spoken during that scene?
So, I don't want to say yes, only because I don't fully remember, but I think it's something in that vein might have been said.
I'm going to write that down.
I want to say that was something that Brenner did say.
I'm going to write that down, and we're going to come back to it when we get to that episode in season 4.
Season 4 is long episodes. And
yeah,
I
but
think that's
that means like, we're going to have long episodes.
That's like episode 8 of season 4. It's a long way to go.
Well, think of how quickly we got through season 3.
Yeah, but these are like hour and a half episodes.
We might actually want to cut those into 2 episodes each.
Yeah, ooh. Part 1s and part 2s. Oh. Yeah. But we digress. Back to the finale.
Yeah, so that's an incredible scene because you just have that silhouette of Billy and Eleven standing with the rat flayer in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Lucas with the dynamite!
Our boy Lucas with the dynamite!
That Max didn't want him to get.
And he screams, "You ugly piece of shit!" And he throws the dynamite at him. Peak Lucas.
Yes!
Great. Fantastic. If I mention how much I love Lucas as a character, he's so good.
We didn't really like him in season 1.
He is great in season 3. And you know what? He's really good in season 4 too.
Yeah, I was so nervous.
Yeah. We'll get later.
We'll get
but
to
like
that.
yeah, they do some great things with Lucas throughout this season.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see because I really personally don't feel like they didn't ruin characters in season 3 aside from kind of Hop. But they bring it back, they fix it later, so it's fine. But nobody really shined in season 3 aside from maybe Max.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them didn't really have a whole lot to do.
Yeah, I mean, Erica,
besides just being teenagers in the summer.
Erica shined, Lucas shined, Max shined. Everyone else is just kind of themselves.
Really?
There's no...
You don't think that our Scoops troop shined?
Steve always shines. That doesn't count.
Steve... And so did Dustin always shine. Steve and Dustin are just... They're just two glowing stars in the sky.
You know this is a Dustin appreciation space. You know this, but...
Are you going to badmouth my Dusty Bug?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying that season 3 Dustin isn't the best Dustin.
It is not the best version of Dustin that Dustin can be. No, I will agree.
And it's not... And again, it's not that he acted in any way that was out of character.
Oh, no,
he didn't do anything wrong. Nothing like that.
No, he just wasn't really given a lot. Babysit these two high characters.
Yeah. while Erica steals the show.
Right.
So they're throwing dynamite at the rat flayer. They're distracting it. They're doing a great job.
Billy is feeling every hit that is landing on the rat flayer.
And it's enough to shake him.
Right. It distracts him enough that 11 can kind of bring him back with the memory of his mom on the beach. Which
take this back to season 4.
Takes him out of his Vecna stupor because good memories break Vecna's influence.
Yep.
So the influence that Vecna had on him is broken when she brings up his mom and him being on the beach and surfing and with his mom, and she's like, "And you were happy."
Mm-hmm.
And that immediately, the control that Vecna had over him is...
All of the black veins fade away.
Yep, he is back to being Billy. But it's interesting that he doesn't have... Vecna's control over him is gone, but the Flayer is not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because...
Because the Flayer is still hooked up to the mind.
Right, this Flayer is still connected to Vecna, even though Billy is not. So its influence wasn't broken there.
Right. And Billy gets up and he defends Elle from the Flayer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because she reminded him who he was.
Who he actually was.
Before he was full of hate.
Right. Not season 2 Billy, because that's not who he really was either. It reminded him of who he was as a kid in California.
Before his mom
left him with his dad alone.
Yeah. He remembered a better version of himself and wanted to be that person.
Right. It would have been cool to have a little, if he didn't get got, it would have been cool to see a little redemption arc. Because I think we would have gotten that if he didn't. Like
a Billy reconciliation arc, sure. And you know what? They would have had to do a lot of work to make it work in my eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
But it would have been nice to see. But same token, this is a show that's very afraid to kill its characters.
Yeah.
And this death works.
It does.
It works really well.
Oh, it totally does.
And I do sincerely love the fact that the last thing he's able to say is "I'm sorry" to Max.
Right, his final breath is literally an apology to Max, and honestly, I think that's. That's a good thing because he tortured her.
I think to an extent that was Billy trying to stop the cycle of abuse.
Yeah.
Because like he knows he is the way he is because of his dad.
Yes.
And he was doing the same thing to Max. And I think maybe he hoped in giving her that apology she wouldn't do the same thing to someone else.
Yeah.
Again, none of this in my eyes completely redeems the character.
No.
But it's good to see this, I guess, this small piece of a redemption arc.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I was more sad the first time we watched it about it. Like, I was like, oh, Billy, that sucks. And now this time it's just like, meh. And I think that was because we had just watched season 2.
Yeah.
We watched season 2 and then we went right into this and I'm just like, I don't feel bad.
It's really hard. It's really hard to watch him be such a terrible person for an entire season and then go directly into season 3 and have any empathy for him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I was prepared to have no empathy for this character regardless of what happened.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, by the end of the season, I get it. I understand why people, turn around and are like, oh, Billy, I get it. But please, for the love of God, do not forget who this guy was.
Right. Don't forget what happened.
Just because he decided in his final moments to be a better person, that doesn't make up for him outwardly trying to murder children.
Mm-hmm.
That would have taken a lot more work, and like one noble act does not wipe the slate clean.
No, not at all. Not at all. We know my feels.
Yeah, he did right by Max, and that's the most he could do.
Yeah,
and I get that, and I appreciate that.
That's important. But
Yeah. So I guess that should be our final word on Billy. Yeah. Until he comes back in season 4 for the scenes he does, but I think that's really more talking about Vecna.
That's more talking about Vecna and Max, not really him.
Yeah. Then Hop is dead.
I didn't see a body.
No, go away. He's dead. For you Bob's Burgers fans.
Hopper's dead?
Question mark.
Sure. I feel like even when we watched this the first time, I was like, yeah, he ain't dead.
So yeah, no, he's not.
He's not dead.
Come on. Come on, guys. Did you really think we were going to buy that for a second?
Right.
No.
And then Owen's peeps show up, but just a tad too late.
Just a tad.
just a smidge.
A skosh, really.
Just a skosh.
Just a skosh too late.
Skosh too late. And then 3 months later, and because I thought it was funny, there was like a news story on TV.
Well, hold up.
Wait,
before the 3 months later, we have that absolutely heartbreaking scene.
Oh, I didn't write that. But I should have, because this is where the song comes in.
Yeah.
Right? Or is
No,
it?
No, it comes in later.
It's later.
But it's...
Oh, no, okay.
They make it back, and Eleven's wandering around looking for Hopper, and she sees Joyce, and Joyce just hugs her, and, like, in that moment, like, we knew.
No, Joyce doesn't even hug her. Joyce is hugging...
She doesn't?
Joyce
no,
is
she's
hugging Will. And
but she sees her.
11, like, across the parking lot, and just, like...
Shakes her head.
No, she doesn't even shake her head. They just, like, share a look, and 11 knows.
Yeah.
That Hop did not make it out of the building.
But I feel like if you've been paying attention from the beginning, you know at this exact moment that Joyce is going to take her in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Joyce's mom now.
Mm-hmm. To be honest,
kind of always has been.
Joyce has been mom since season 1.
Yeah.
She was the only one who treated her like a human.
Yep.
I mean, the kids did, obviously, but, like, she...
Well, no, the kids treated her like a superhero.
That's true. And Joyce just treated her like a little girl who happens to have extraordinary powers. And she could tell that she was afraid, and she was like, I'm going to be there with you the whole time. I'm going to be holding your hand. Like, if you are too scared, you don't have to do this. Like, And that was something that 11 has never experienced before.
And that was with her son's life on the line.
Right.
She was putting 11's... 11 as a person
exactly.
first.
Yeah. it was never like, you have to do this for me because you have these powers. It's, will you help me?
Yeah.
And if you help, like, if you decide to help me, I will be there to help you.
Yep.
So, Joyce, like you said, Joyce has always kind of been 11's mom.
Yeah.
So that's, I think they built that from the beginning, and then this just makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. So I think my next note is about what you wanted to kind of giggle about.
It's funny. So 3 months later, and it opens with a news story, and my first thought was, did Mary write this news story? Did Mary do this?
Did Mary do it?
It's so, like, it's got him stamped all over it.
It really does.
The way it is. And then, but they do a little, like, I'm snapping a lot today. I'm sorry. A little, like, snippet of some D&D books, and
blaming Dungeons and Dragons.
We mentioned Dungeons and Dragons and, like, the start of Satanic Panic, and it's like, ooh, there's some season 4 thrown in.
Yeah, of all the things that we thought were going to have an effect on season 4, I really didn't think the Satanic Panic was going to play into it. I didn't pick up on that nugget.
No.
Then Robin gets Steve the job at the video store.
Yep.
Funny scene.
Mm-hmm.
We see more of that confident Robin that I wish would have come back in season 4.
Yes.
And then, okay, so here's where I start to have a little bit of an issue.
I think I might have those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's giving Dustin the business. They're having fun. They're making fun of him for singing. He's like, no, I'm not going to sing for you. That's just for my Susie. And Max and Lucas are having a great time. Max seems pretty okay. They're going strong as a couple. When exactly does she cut off Lucas?
Yep.
Like, that... So, I guess when I watched season 4, I didn't really question it. She's going through something. Billy died. I get it.
Well, and then I wrote a little timeline down, so...
Right. But, like... So, I'm sure you're gonna cover this in the timeline that you wrote down, but it doesn't make sense to me, this whole scene of them being so happy.
Yeah.
3 months after what went down.
Right.
So here, I know this is good.
So this the thing happened on, was the 4th of July, correct?
Yep.
So 3 months later puts them in October, which means they've already started high school. And season 4 starts out in March of 1986, the same school year that they just started at the end of season 3. It doesn't make sense. Like, what happened in those 4 months between, October to March that would make her want to cut everybody off?
Yeah.
Also, Vecna wasted no time
No.
to get started again.
I mean, okay, so like that's the thing, I guess, was Vecna not affecting Max before that? But like Vecna only affects people who like have that guilt already.
Right.
So
when did she start feeling guilty? Once 11 left?
Right. Like, I feel like if she was already in that place mentally, Max and Lucas wouldn't be like joking around and having a good time right now.
Right.
This would be a more emotionally taxing moment for Max.
Right.
Especially because her best friend is
leaving. So the only thing that I can see is that, like, the reality of which it does after they drive away. Don't they show Max, like, sitting on her bed, like, sad?
I think.
So maybe she starts to feel this way after she knows that 11 is already gone. That's the only thing that I could think
3 months later? Like, she starts really, like, mourning Billy 3 months later?
Because her, like you said, her best friend is gone. Like, that was, maybe that's making her feel a certain way.
I guess.
That's all I can think of, though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I guess makes sense, but because it doesn't make sense that...
It makes me wonder if they knew where they were going to take Max or not.
Right.
It kind of feels like they didn't.
Yeah. Because she's fine, and then 4 or 5 months after this, she's not. And the way that season 4 picks up with her, she has cut him off for a while. She has cut her relationships with them off for a while, is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like they don't really talk to her much anymore, except for Lucas, who is trying to, you know, pull her back.
Well, yeah, but it seems very clear that she's the one who cut them out.
Right.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's been for a bit.
Yeah.
Which means that it would have had to happen, like, immediately after this, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree. It's also interesting because if I'm not mistaken, there is a D&D comic that takes place just before they move out, where all the kids are playing together, and Will's the DM.
It's the three one, yeah.
And in that comic, like, Max fights a version, like an enemy that looks like Billy, and she's like, "Yeah, kill him." And Lucas is like, "Yeah, she's going through some stuff." That, to me, is a better representation of what's going on with Max internally than anything the show actually gave us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is weird. But, you know what? We'll get to that when we talk about the comics that take place between season 3 and 4.
There you go. So after that little bit of why,
Mike is supposed to come up for Thanksgiving. Elle's supposed to come visit him for Christmas. I don't remember if those things actually happened. I want to say there might have been a throwaway line in season 4 about why they hadn't seen each other in so long.
Yeah, like they were supposed to, but
yeah,
it never happened.
Elle gets in an "I love you too," because she actually did hear Mike and was acting stupid. Like, she was pretending she totally heard him, and she was trying to get him to say it again, which is great. And then we get the letter.
The letter's great. It makes you all verklempt.
Keep the door open 3 inches.
And she does.
She does.
Like, she does.
And that's when they play the song.
Yeah. And then that they bring back Heroes, which was played in season 1 when they find the Will's quote unquote body.
Yeah.
And now it is being played again as they're driving
as a tribute
away.
To another character who's not actually dead.
Hop?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
yes.
God. Could they have telegraphed any more that Hop wasn't actually
Hop's
dead?
Not really dead.
Yes, they can, because there's a scene immediately after this.
After this, it's like, they say like they're in a Russian gulag, and they're like, "Oh no, leave the American."
Yeah, not the American.
And we're like, well, who else would the freaking American be?
What other American is in a Russian gulag?
Right.
It ain't Murray.
It's not Murray. Like, who else could it be? And I think we immediately were like, yeah, Hop's not dead. And there are so many people who are like, oh, I'm so sad they killed Hop. Like, Hop's dead. Blah, blah, blah. No, he's not. Pay attention.
Yeah, like, come on. Not only are they not going to kill that particular character, because how can you have Stranger Things without Hopper?
Right.
But, like, the way they did it was so clearly like, yeah, he's not dead. Are you kidding me?
He's not dead. He's hiding.
He's stuck. That's where he is. I also noticed they changed the look of this prison big time.
Yeah, it doesn't look... I don't know if it's supposed... Because we talked about this when we were watching it. Like, is the prison that they show at the end of this episode, is it supposed to be the one that we see in season 4? Or is it a different one that he gets moved to?
So it's a good question, because I keep saying interestingly. Honestly, that's like a writing tick of mine that I have so much trouble keeping myself away from. It's a word that I overuse constantly.
It's easy to throw it.
Yeah, exactly. So interestingly,
enough.
Yeah, the comic actually follows this version, a new one. This came out like a month ago. Mm-hmm. Follows the look and feel of this version of the prison. So it's very weird to me that they changed it so heavily. Like, the room Hop is in season 4 is clearly not the same room that he was in at the end of this season. Mm-hmm. But the Demogorgon is being held here, but in a different room than it was previously. The comic follows the room from the end of season 3, even though it just came out a month ago. but he's actually held in a much different area in season 4. It's very weird. I think this is the same prison.
That's supposed to be in season 4.
I think so, because it seems silly to me that they would both move Hop and the Demogorgon to the same prison.
Right. Unless they have multiple Demogorgons.
They do not.
But they don't.
Yeah,
so.
we see like all their experiments and stuff, and it seems like they only got one.
Right, because a lot of the experiments look like they're failed.
And the comic has an explanation as to where that Demogorgon came from.
Oh.
So we will get into that. But point is, it was weird to make that change. I guess cinematically, the new version of the prison works a lot better.
Well,
it's not as dark.
To be bigger and everything.
They needed to have a story there.
Yeah.
It's not as dark. It's not so far underground. The color scheme is different and kind of gives off more of that "we are stuck in Russia" vibe, like those light blues and those deep metal colors, as opposed to like the Silent Hill stuff that we had at the end of this season.
Yeah.
I guess none of this is really the point. I just think it's weird that they would make that kind of change, even though it was for the better.
Mm.
It's so silly that they thought they were going to get us to believe Hop was dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, look, we're leaving you breadcrumbs. No, you left us a whole loaf.
I was going to say,
you gave us the bread. You handed us the bread. You gave us
the bread. Thank you. It's yummy.
Yeah, it's good. Honey wheat. I'm a fan. So that was season 3.
That was season 3.
And I know we're going to get real into it when we talk about like our overall feelings about season 3, but I liked this finale. It is my least favorite finale so far, but
it's my least favorite season too.
Yes. But here's the thing. I think visually everything it did spectacularly. This monster is the best monster we've seen in Stranger Things up to this point.
Yeah.
By far. It is the coolest design. It's disgusting in the best possible way. I could gush about this thing for hours. And yes, I use the word gush on purpose because it has shit gushing out of it constantly.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's nasty. So on that alone, I'm like, I enjoyed season 3 more than I remember enjoying it. But the pacing issues were really hard to deal with.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. Oh, it was very choppy.
It was a very choppy finale. Wrapped up well. Overall happy with the experience. 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, see, I don't give it the half.
I'll give it the half, based solely on that monster.
No, I give it a 3. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Because we're about to get into my fave.
Yes.
My favorite season.
You have said before that season 4 is not your favorite season.
It's not. No.
Okay.
Season 1 is my favorite season.
And that's fair.
Season 4 is a very, very close second, though. Because there's a lot of really good stuff that happens in season 4 and a lot of really high stakes, and I like high stakes. I like high stakes in my shows.
And season 4 really does feel like they'll kill people. Like, you don't feel as safe as you normally do in the show. And it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
tension.
I guess...
I like shows that build tension. The Last of Us. Watch that, if you haven't.
Hey, I love me some Last of Us. I really do. But that's a contentious thing to say. Let's save it for our Last of Us podcast, The Few of Us.
That's not a thing.
Yet. Anyway, signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective.
I'm Devin Grubb.
And I'm Zach Grubb.
Dusty Buns gets it done.